basically I'm just doing this video. I'm doing it now because, and I'm not going to release it until basically I've seen progression for myself, and that I feel ready and confident enough to be able to put that out there. So it's basically just to talk about how I felt with this problem that has been affecting me for a few years now, and if there's anyone else that is watching that also may have gone through the same kind of thing or are going through the same thing. Yeah, it's just to talk about, really. I mean, I've never ever spoke about this to anybody, like anybody. My family members have mentioned it to me, and every time that they do, I get emotional because I know myself that it's a problem, but I've never addressed it. So about myself, I don't ever go out without this, and the thing is, I'll avoid all situations as well if I know my head's going to be like, I don't know why I'm doing that. Like, someone says get in the bouncy castle, well, I know, because if that falls off, then what? And people stamp on it and it's going to break, then what? I've got nothing. So even at football, when I've got to wear these thin little hairbands on here, I take about 3 with me, because at football, through training, you've got to do heading, right? And I avoid this at all costs, right? I will not head the ball. That's it, not heading the ball, because if that breaks, I've got to have that embarrassment. And alright, they're my teammates and I've been with them for a few years, but at the end of the day, I don't want anyone to see me like this. I won't even do my hair in front of my mum at home. Why? And the thing is, I don't want to lock myself away, obviously. I have to play sport and everything like that, but yeah, it's just got to a point where it's difficult. It's so difficult, and it really restricts me from going out and meeting new people or having conversations. Like, it's really shut me off quite a bit, and I do get quite anxious as well. So when I go out and I might hear someone laugh and I think, like, what they're talking about, or I try and listen and I think maybe they're talking about me or they're laughing at me, like, and I get so like, oh my god about it, that I can lash out quite a bit, like, and it's probably nothing to do with me. Like, I went on holiday not too long ago and I wore a headband down at the beach, and by the time I got back that day, this whole part was just solid white, like the rest of my face was tanned, and I bawled my eyes out. I literally bawled my eyes out because I looked so bad and it was so noticeable. So I wore a thinner hairband down to the beach, and to be honest, I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be on that beach. I was so scared about sunbathing with all these people around whilst I was on holiday. When I'm on holiday, I don't want to feel like that. I should never have had to feel like that. And you know, everyone that was near me, I'd like literally look at them and think, like, don't look at me, don't look at me. Or I'd go into the sea and people would be there, like couples or whatever, and they're there talking and whatever, and I'll hear laughing, and I'm like, I'd say to Mum, are they actually talking about me? Like, and she'd be like, but you can't understand them because they're not speaking English. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't really care. Like, they're looking at me and they've laughed, like, they must be talking about me. It's an appointment to see James at Harley Street hair transplant clinic in central London, and met with him and basically just showed him everything. Didn't obviously talk about how I feel because it's not that, and to be honest, he'd been through it himself, which I didn't know at the time, because when I saw him, obviously, because I'm suffering from this, I will look at someone and immediately think, your hairline's fine, like your hair's fine. Like, I would just wish that I had that, because I don't remember the last time I had that. It's just a bit of a difficult situation, I guess, but yeah, it really affects my confidence. Basically, as far as I know, It's going to be like this much that they're going to take from the donor area, which I think is at the back. He explained it was at the back. So they're going to shave that off, basically, and then they're going to inject me with anaesthetic, which is going to numb me, because obviously if they're going to be taking things out of my head and putting it in the front of my head, it's going to be painful. So they're going to give me injections to numb me, which with reviews I've heard it's quite painful, but I guess once it's done, and it's not going to hurt me. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. I am looking forward to it, but at the same time I can't actually see beyond it. And another thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear my hairband whilst I'm recovering, obviously, because it needs like air to breathe, doesn't it? They always say about having air to letting air get to it so that it can heal properly and that, but at the same time I've got to be wary about infections and stuff like that in the air. So I've heard that I'm going to be bandaged up and everything. So tomorrow I'll be doing another video just to show you the progress on how it is. But yeah, I can't really see myself past that, so